Come on, that rock.
Oh, Gracie!
Trying to be in the way.
No. I selected Team Deathmatch because that's the one I like.
Team Deathmatch. Neutralize all threat.
I only keep this skill on.
We take control.
Nailed him with a
Lights on something.
I got as soon as I got the good reaction. I like the package.
Damn it, lost flight.
Very familiar with this map.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
Indicating waypoint. Thermal.
Does that do again?
Oh, yeah. So when you walk by and the wall up.
We take control.
Now I'm getting into it a little bit.
Thermal grenade.
Impact grenade.
I'm trying to use that freaking bomb that's replaced here somewhere. No doubt one of these guys over here can do it.
Walk by you and you're like a first
Turned around, what are you looking at, man?
Get a UAV.
This game feels a lot better than all the other.
It's a lot smoother.
Yeah, I did not like
Hostile sniper taken out.
like the
43 or whatever.
it's like 24. Yeah, nobody plays that one though. I heard it was really like it's been on sale for like $5. It's been on sale for $5 for like a year, like since it came. I mean, I bet it's great for the value that you get from like the money and stuff. So.
Requesting turbo.
Rally on mark boards.
Oh, that guy's got I definitely need an extended bag on this thing. 25 bullets with how fast this shoots.
Forget that. Knock that shit off. Eyes on syntax.
So little doors. Look at that face. I have my melee and my I have my melee and my slide swap. It helps me slide quicker.
Yeah, that's it.
Dropping a spray mine.
Check off. UAV here. TACOM, drop care package on my beacon.
Gotta move.
Have the rocket bomber above.
So good, this is how you do like Sam.
On their heel. Hit him hard.
That's five for me.
Enemies are well line.
CIA is what you got, Dennis.
Told you there was no stopping us.
Shouldn't want none of that chocolate. All those going to my face. Get my face, I'ma feed it to you. But you shitty olives. Always trying to do that phone and shit. Let me try to sneak one in before she get there. Y'all got back quick and shit.
She took a big ass, she was big. Like, as soon as she walked off, she took the shit down the street. Then we walked down the street and she took the whole time. That shit was squirting out like ketchup.
She did.
So when she told you go take her outside the first time. Bro, where you at, bro?
Stone Cold to they moved their criminal population into the United States, and of all the things that they had, I saw
This down?
like this.
No problem. Streaming videos on TikTok right anytime. Just in a crowded subway.
Put the gas station for gas, and you had tremendous inflation. The greatest inflation probably in the
like food, for example, right? People always ask me for advice. But when I heard about me, say some shit like a nigga song would be a minute and a half top. Like before I went to the field, that was my food, that was my recipe. My song would be like a minute and a half. I used to look up the Gucci and Gotti. I used to follow Gucci and Gotti was the formula in the food. And they songs used to be quick as hell, like back in the mixtape days, 2008, 2009, 2010, and shit like that, the DJ drummer days, them days and shit. So in them days, the songs used to be like a minute 30 seconds, a minute 45 seconds, shit like this. So that was my form of being until I realized they were making songs. But they were making songs. They getting out of it. So like for example, like this
song been like that. Gucci song been 4 minutes.
Always.
Check the song right here. I was used to the song.
Mixtapes is different from mixtapes.
Right, like even on your
Gucci songs be like a chorus, a verse, a chorus, a verse. Gucci should be 4 minutes. Remember I was just rapping some shit the other day and it was like Gucci had the longest song after I was put you let it back for bro.
I guess that's where that is, right there.
When he did that, I just thought about me, like, that nigga be up all fucking night.
That's how you put it, for real.
He had this shit.
You going to jail, you good, you ain't finna do what you been doing. Ain't nobody pay to burn the show, nigga.
Memphis, it's gonna be a world premiere. He gonna be mad. He might get mad if you play this. He might get mad if you. But why cable? That's the scene. Show love, my boy. You know what I'm saying? He made it too. You know what I'm saying? And he love my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He love my nigga. Ain't no love lost, my nigga. Ain't no love lost, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he might be young. You know how you finna do no talking on social media and shit. He might be young. He on phone. We gonna chop it up, my nigga. We can get to the bottom of this shit. You know, his business is younger, man. His money is made, man. It's too much. This shit going on, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit really going on, man. You know. So man, tap in. Let's get that shit together, man. So we can do it. You know what I mean?
I say money bag.
Gotta be mad at it.
Boy, YGK, yeah. Check my boy,
YGK,
YGK, boy. You got fuck out.
Yeah, you got a money bag too. You got the fuck out, boy. Somebody said, good, switch and good. I'm done with you, my boy. Good, switch and good. I got one more after you. No, I got two more. Good, switch and good. That's my boy.
Okay, wait. Oh, that's oh, that's it. Stupid.
For sure. Business insurance and payroll solutions to help move your company forward.
Six creatures are coming ashore on the Space Coast. Rare sea stars are catching people off guard.
Yeah, people aren't sure why there's a spike in these sightings, but they're trying to help the animals get back to safety. In Fox 35's Esther Bauer spoke to some people who saw the stars on the beach.
All across the Space Coast, we've been seeing reports about sea stars coming to shore. Unfortunately, we didn't see one for ourselves while walking on the beach, but several beachgoers did and say it's something they won't forget. These 9 arms and tiny tentacles stopped this beachgoer in her tracks. I was definitely a little shocked.
Denied DDG's request, and it said grant her permission to take some other country that she can work, and Hallie also requested orders to stop. DDG and her friends and family, his friends and family, were posting about his son Halo, this litigation, and Hallie on all sides. Essentially, she's asking them to ask DDG to shut the fuck up. Almost like a gag order, but pretty much just put an order in place that any type of, if the family speaking on this is now considered bullying, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, so I keep telling, I keep saying, Hallie's smart, and at the end of the day, she got Rock Nation behind her. I'm going to be honest with you. Can't beat this one with it, okay? I keep saying that DDG, he's going to have to settle with the lesser of two evils. You're either going to go to war with this chick and lose your career, still lose your son, or you're going to have to take a couple L's and let her run whatever narrative she want to run. And you just be happy that you're allowed to see your son, that you're allowed to. That's, unfortunately, we live in a world when it comes to the legal system and when it comes to claims of abuse. DDG can show cuts, he show bruises, they don't give a fuck about this. Now, let me read a little bit more. Hallie also points out DDG waited until today. He was forced to file a request to block him from traveling and ask for requesting orders when his attorney have ignored all of her efforts to have him have monitored visits with his son since the issues of the temporary restraining order on top. DDG has filed an emergency motion and okay. I'm gonna find out her document because Twitter kind of got all this shit on time. All this shit is just find what she filed. Okay. Oh, God. Wow, Hallie was quick. You got it, Kat. By the way, you know what? Let me post both on the Academy.blog as we speak. If you don't know any legal documents, you go to the Academy.blog. You'll be able to get whatever legal documents that we're covering on screen. Some things that we might just rush over really quickly. But I do know if you watch me, you like to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the motherfucking truth. So help you God. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys, and actually I'm posting this one. There we go with that one. There we go. So Hallie filed, and by the way, you know, that this is sometimes I tell you, that's risky business. In regular family court, people don't got that much money for lawyers like that. DDG filed yesterday, and Hallie's lawyers filed a response because obviously this is, you know, it's an emergency request, so the judge is going to rule quick. Hallie's lawyers filed a response immediately, like they filed one before the night. Okay.
They got people in that apartment already. Like, so as he filed, you filed right behind his head.
And I need everybody to click. Because I was thinking about this. You know, I do a lot of research outside of
Great, so, you know, I always got that behind, bro. You got something you want to look at?
All right. Oh, give me 1 second here, Chad. Everybody, while you're kind of hopping up in here, please, did you guys check in? Where you from? Where you repping? You know, we like to know who we talking to and where you from. And I'm getting all this DVD shit ready. I'm not trying. Why they got me? I just searched TMZ. I searched DDG. They got me up here like I'm in the story. DJ Academic. Allie's is setting DDG up to die. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think when it comes to you know, if you and dudes, especially like for example with me, shit, man, nah, that's a real situation. Somebody accuses you of a domestic violence incident or gets a restraining order on you, and it's in family court, they take your gun. I got a lot of, I had to clean some guns today. Like, imagine they take all my guns. I mean, I got a couple dogs, but shit, you gotta strap with you. So I do think you put somebody like DDG who wears a lot of jewelry. Shit, I don't know why he lives in LA still. LA's a place of home invasion. I wouldn't feel comfortable living in LA without a gun. As a law-abiding citizen. It's not no gangster. Law-abiding citizen. I mean, I ain't a Republican Democrat, but I'm a staunch defender of the Second Amendment right, which is right to choose. If I'm DDG, you don't got to talk as hot as that. If I'm DDG, I'm a rapper, I got mad cars, I got this, I got that. Bro, they're robbing people in broad daylight. I need to have a gun. So when your baby mama now says you're like this menace, and she gets a restraining order, cops show up to your house, they take your gun. Oh, we got to take it. So now, you're at home, butt booty naked. By the way, I even apologize for having to even say that because I've seen, you know, I know Grand ran it on like her, you know, academic TV. And I hate to even say, but DDG even hit us. And DDG was like, yo, bro, like, people to be like, yeah, it's making us, it's true, but now I'm exposed. But that's the reality about it. And I'm not saying it to make, you know, to have DDG exposed or anything like that. The reality of it is this what happens when you get into these court games, these TRO games, these domestic violence games. Now you get a man who would normally at least have some legal protection. He can't have protection, so you have to figure out his fucking. So, you know, obviously, you know, DDG making a lot of money, and obviously, this is a time for him to get security. I mean, if you can't have a gun at your crib, you're making enough. I went to Soldier's house. Soldier's got Soldier Boy got security at the game. You know, that's. I probably should get that too. But anyway, that's something that if you can have a gun or whatever, I think you should do. Again, unfortunately for the people we're talking about, they make a lot of money. We're not talking about regular people. But this doesn't affect regular people. It does, right? A regular person be handled the same way. Now all your ops run up to your house, you ain't got shit. If you're legal, not a street nigga. If you're street niggas, I ain't got no advice for you. Okay. All right, dude. I forgot. So we read TV's thing yesterday. So we don't need to do that again. We don't have to do that again.
That's all she want to do. Go outside and run around. Shoot brother. That's all she want to do. That's right, man. We're going to pick one of them. I would like to do it tonight. I was 340. I would have been like, fuck. Yeah, done. I would have let them run around there for a while. 340.
Oh, so we got the court documents here. Go to the academy.blog. It's here. So this is the court documents, how we see follows. And the reason why I said, this is why I don't do this. Yo, for you to get your lawyer to respond in 3 hours, because you know the judge might rule the next day because it's an emergency.
That's why I like all through the night she was like this shit.
Right? Not saying regular terms because the regular would do it, but Ali acting accordingly. Let's see what she says. This is her new definition. Okay? Hey, I'm the petitioner in this case. And I'm the respondent in this other. Petition for a TRO. Because at first going down to the fact this is going on, you basically make a statement that if you were ever had to testify in court. Okay? Alright. Because I'm requesting the court deny that request. Instead, I request the court grant me permission to take our son out the country for my former duties. I also request orders to stop the arrow and that he instructs his family friends how to spoke about our son.
Get our little rock.
This woman looks at this child like, you know, obviously I know she loves this kid. I think they both I'm not going to ever act like either doesn't love the kid. But the way she feels
so the city how I look, they did.
When you see how she talks about it, it's like this.
It's like I don't know.
I want to stop talking about my son, right?
I guess we're gonna do day and night content.
Stronger college. First game.
Not the mind. I'm just trying to make sure we get a flow.
4-5 go.
I know we don't gotta get on that motherfucker.
Which one is your favorite?
Wait. You turn that picture on these other motherfuckers like that.
600. One of a kind taglines for your brand. But then I met Jane. She's an illustrator on Fiverr, where freelancers train AI to work in their unique style. Now I take on some of her projects, delivering work in seconds.
My creativity.
My efficiency.
Clients couldn't be happy. Work with talented freelancers and their AI models on Fiverr. Since you're a new mom and she's a new baby, it's good to know Silicon helps your baby to naturally release gasoline.
Some content, I don't know. I ain't gonna keep walking around here though.
The sizzle that brings Ohana together. Sizzle, pork, and Disney Lilo and Stitch. Now playing only in theaters. Rated P.
Even though she says our, the intonation is my son, okay? This litigation, which I would have thought that would be good, and say, hey, I would rather than not talk about this proceeding on all platforms and stuff. Well, look, but he's saying not only can't he can't see his son right now because of this temporary restraining order that she has been granted. She's also requesting that he can't talk about it. This is crazy. He can't see his son, he can't talk about his son, and not only he can't talk about his son,
nobody can.
Family and friends
That's the
can't talk about it. This, Chad, I can tell you, it's a woman's world we live in when you have a kid. It's a woman's world. I would have pointed out Daryl's requested an order blocking me from traveling with his son for my scheduled work. And he waited until June 4th. to ask for custody orders. Although he and his attorneys have ignored all my attorney efforts to have monitored visit with our son since the issuance of the TRO on May 13th. Darrow has exaggerated, lied, and misconstrued to the court not only the history of our relationship, but our parenting and mental health. There is no doubt I was emotionally devastated in 2022 and 2023 by his behavior and ongoing abuse. Oh man, trigger word, abuse. I've been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of without the box. So she's cop. She's like, yeah, I did think about killing myself. What's up? What's up?
Right. You got a cop. So
without waiving the psychotherapist patient privilege and the physician patient privilege, I reached out to my doctor and received treatment to address these issues. She said she's going to be therapist or so treatment for the doctor. I've been and remain 100% available and capable as a parent to our son Halo. Had Darrow really been concerned about my parents, then he would have taken prior actions. He never saw custody orders or any orders protecting Halo until today. The day that my BMORE was okay. Most of Darrow's alleged incidents took place in 2022 and 2023. Now, 2025 in June. But he makes no specific allegations about incidents of his own claims about an incident that took place again in 2025. Yet Darrow did not seek any orders of protection or custody until now, near 5 years later. Chat, let me tell you this. Word to the wise. Word to the wise. Big actor didn't write this whole case. This is why us men, you arguing with your girl, if you think it's going there, you either motherfucking leave or you call the cops first. What she is saying is, I told on him first. He coming after me. I told y'all he would. Fuck what he say. Why he ain't say first? And unfortunately, the courts, when it comes to family, remember, domestic violence goes to family. They're gonna look at the woman and believe her statements about, oh, I've been getting beat, just like the Cassie thing. Cassie, why you only telling us now in 2023? That's what she followed. And testifying in 2025. Even though you were getting beat and violating and whatever for 15 years. Don't matter. You can't say something. Yeah.
What are you looking at me for?
In his declaration.
God damn, you got something to say. Tell you keep looking at me.
By the way,
you keep going there every time. Tell me you got your eyes on me. You got something to say.
By the way,
Jesus
she didn't
Christ.
explain either. I mean, she gave a Vegas. She claimed,
like, I can feel somebody
his
watching.
Bully. Come on. Whatever. This is called retribution to embarrass and humiliate and cause me additional emotional distress. Darrow has repeatedly threatened to file something against me to cause me additional harm. His papers are nothing more than ongoing abuse. I will address the truth about his allegations further if the court sets this request for a hearing. I'm contractually obligated to be in Italy to film a movie. I have been and remain Halo's caretaker. Halo cannot be left in Darrow's care or his mother's care. I do not pose a threat to myself or my son. These allegations will be disproved at the time of hearing. As the court may recall, I was granted a temporary restraining order then. His online presence, I've asked the court to also grant the order to stop Darrow from continuing to harass me online. His online presence is his means of financial support, and he continues to use this to cause me distress. Darrow is a professional YouTuber and Twitch blogger and a rapper. Whenever he wishes to cause upset and get clicks, he starts bad-mouthing me for several fans. Since the orders were made, the online behavior has only escalated. Now I've continued to receive them. A few examples of these angry, aggressive posts are attached as Exhibit 2. His fans constantly post pictures of our son and are surveilling our son and me.
You can't get mad with somebody else.
Well-being concern. Very interesting because both of these individuals post the child public. However, Hallie's now saying our son is private. Okay. Just recently, Darrow's fans. By the way, I think it's egregious that the courts are using screenshots from fans. I got some unequal fans. I got some fans who are just lunatics. I don't tell them what to do. If they go stalk somebody, if they go harass somebody, if they trying to get up in somebody. I didn't tell them. So they're using DDG's fans against him, like DDG's telling them to do these things. I don't like that the courts, when they granted the original domestic violence restraining order, they allowed that. But everybody got fans who are kind of lunatic. There's some extreme barbs who would probably do stuff that Nikki would be like, you're a fucking weirdo. Every entertainer has certain people like that. You shouldn't use those lunatics. I got a couple of them. They'll just pile up on the Reddit. Yeah, Reddit niggas doesn't fucking. Yeah, they be so like, every little word they be on. Reddit's like my bastard. My real kids are, I got it. My real kids over the Discord and Twitter. My bastard kid out playing is like Reddit. So like they be over there like, Daddy, give us attention. I'm like, I got that. Once a month, okay? No child support. Let's go. Our son's not a public figure or whatever. Okay. Just recently, a fan posted a picture of Halo in a public park with my babysitter while I was in New Jersey working, claiming I'm a bad parent because I was working. This means someone was watching our whereabouts and following Halo in my game. The post is attached as Exhibit 3. Daryl even posted about learning about the court orders issued live on social media the day after the orders were made. But he refused to accept papers or serve some papers until June 10th. Oh, so that's when it went into effect. Ooh. So it was published that it got issued, but DDG never got, they got to serve you with the, hey, this is domestic violence. So before then, he could have seen his kid. You could, it was only once the domestic violence restraining order, the DVRO, is in place that he can't break any of the rules in it. Until he served, he could have seen it. Obviously, she would have not wanted to see him, and she would have called the cops anyways to serve. And then they would have escorted him away and came back on the rest. Okay, so it looked like he was ducking service or something of the sort, and he got served on the 3rd. Makes sense why he followed him. I'll bring this video that Daryl posted of himself to court. He's not a state. His representative is not accepted service. Daryl has used the last 3 weeks were made to only increase his online campaign against me. He live streams 24/7. Told you. A woman always gonna complain how much you work. That nigga's a grinder. Yeah. Streamer University.
All day.
24-hour stream. 7 days a week. He did a week stream like exclusive that man. In addition, I've received threats from his friends and family. This has caused me tremendous emotional distress. During this time, I've tried through my attorneys to arrange monitored visits with their son. I even asked the court for orders in hopes he would accept some visits. And he's ignored my attempts. I've also tried to set up a settlement conference, but he has ignored my attempts. Instead, Daryl waited until the day before the June 4th, 2025 hearing to make up claims against me and being concerns about events from years ago in retaliation to the filing of my DVRO, asking the court for orders that would enjoin me from prevent her from working. This is evidence of, or further evidence of his abuse and coercive control. Oh my gosh, you talking Cass? Jesus Christ. He is following through with his higher threats. At any point in the last 3 weeks, instead of addressing any issues with my counsel regarding visits or my scheduled employment out of the country, this behavior is to get more clicks and fame for him alone. The court should also be aware that Daryl has been violating the orders made and having his agents and third party text and threaten. Now, by the way, to whatever lawyer she has and Hallie, the orders don't go into place until he serves. Trust. They usually tell you this from the beginning. Yo, this shit don't mean nothing. There's a piece of paper. We gotta give it to them. So, if they did text you, they're not violating the orders. The orders only go in place, and if you got served on the 3rd, you're in place on the 3rd. Or then if he texts you, whatever, not violating. You could have got him arrested for violating orders that he never got served. Cool. I'll provide proof of the hearing of this ongoing abuse. I must be on set in Italy to film a movie. Contracted me down to be there from June to August. Daryl has known about this work obligation for months. This is my source of income, which Halo and I rely on pay our bills. Daryl is not contributing any regular support since Ella was born. Oh my God. They love to paint this as dead. Now these she's a
So I say he ain't never
contributing no regular. Notice, nice play on words. She ain't say no support. Said no regular support. You know what she basically started hinting at? Let's get this boy on a monthly retainer, man. We need a child support. We need a monthly. So all she's saying is, because you know how niggas is, he probably broke her off for 30 grand here, broke her off for 15 here, but might have been 2 months in between that, or 3. She gets to use the play on words to say no. She doesn't say no support, no regular support.
I think Doug is a Walker, and if you want to get this or this, search Alan Walker on TikTok.
Never fucking with you. So let's put that little boy in the car. What you gonna do now? So man.
Play on words. I would be held liable.
But how could you say he don't do now?
Which I believe will be a breach of my contract. Can't leave Halo with Daryl, as he will be out of the town for the majority of months. Halo is also protected persons by the court and very restraining. Saturday, May 31st, Daryl and his brother was reported on TikTok being involved in a fist fight with another man. Oh, they gonna use Keep using the fact. Oh nah. You
won't be able to do that.
They using this against the boy. They using this against him.
I like you too, baby. It's almost 4 o'clock already. I just left. It was just 3:30.
They got a root canal. Not a root canal. A root canal. So now, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, let me tell you this. When you listen to niggas like Dr. Umar and shit like that, they tell you only white women do this. This is the only reason why I gotta say, Dr. Umar, we gotta talk to you, brother. We gotta talk to you, brother. Because when we listen to y'all brothers, y'all say niggas like Shannon Sharp only get done like that by the snow bunny. As if it was a sister, she don't paint you as a violent beast. That's what Halle doing to people. We got to clear that up. This idea that black women let you rock out and white women put you in jail. No, bitches put you in jail. Let's just keep it up. Chat. Tory in jail getting stabbed, Megan's twerking. Wow, it don't matter black or white. As long as they got a vagina, they get to keep it being with y'all. There is no idea that black, listen, put it like this. I done white, Spanish, black, Asian, everything. You know, the only bit after she got a shoot ran or try to shoot. What I'm saying is, Dr. Umar, we need to talk to you about this because you've been jacking this for a long time. The black woman will also paint you out like a violent beast when it suits her. It's not black, white, this, that. It's all about being a woman or not. It's the character of that particular woman. DDG's own baby mama has now, in trying to wrestle custody for the kid and to say he's unfit to be a parent for his own child, is now saying, look, they just brutally beat down somebody on TikTok. Oh, they had a fight. Don't give him custody. They told me only white women did this. I need some answers. Dr. Umar, we listening to you. You said no bunny hopping for the summer. We have seized bunny hop, the tariff on bunny. Okay? But I'm going to keep it a beat with you. If for 1 second y'all believe that move that was happened to Shannon Sharp won't happen if you dealt with a black chick, you are sadly mistaken. And Dr. Umar and the people who peddle that type of fuckery, they need to stand accountable for that. Here with Halle Bailey, somebody who they think is a little mermaid. She's damn near a black princess just because of her associations with Rock Nation and Beyonce and shit like that. She's painting out her baby father to be a goddamn menace. Look at this. Look. He was recorded on TikTok being involved in a fist fight. I'll bring to the court the video. Y'all told me only white women. That's what y'all told me. Only a white woman.
But you can't use that. He never did nothing.
Y'all told me this white woman standing. Bunny hop. Y'all didn't tell me that her black sister would do such a thing like this. But yet, she said, I got the video. I downloaded it on TikTok. I'm going to remix it. I'll bring it to court. Y'all told us only the snow bunnies do it. Only the snow bunny will paint you out to be a violent beast.
Yes,
we need some answers, Dr. Umar. Okay, Daryl and the people around it. Oh, if this was a white woman claiming this, they would say that's what he gets for going white. They're aggressive and angry. Oh, you telling me our sisters is talking about us black men? Calling us aggressive and angry? And claiming that we're not safe enough to be fathers?
And she's not a sister. She's not a black sister. Why?
If she said that shit, I want to know what he going to do.
I gotta clip this and send it to him.
That's what he gonna say.
He said he going to clip it.
I have a huge contention with what you say. I don't think it's a bunny hopping problem. I think it's a male and female problem.
Sleepy.
It don't matter if the female's from Ireland, Australia, she's from China, Egypt, Vietnam, from Russia, Saudi Arabia, or she's from motherfucking Trinidad and Tobago. She, when if necessary, especially in this climate of Western culture in the United States of America, where women know that unilaterally, when they make an accusation and paint a man to be violent, especially a black man, it is blanketly going to rule in their favor. Don't only white people take advantage of that privilege. It's all women. That's my thing. That's my thing. Don't let me start preaching up in the Don't let me start unking you, bitch. We didn't get no Cassie's case yet. Or the Diddy and Cassie case. Can I get a list in the chat? Can I get an amen?
He ain't lying.
Can I get an amen or a scorpion in the chat right now if I'm spitting? Anyways. More?
You may not think of me as the life of the party, but I have a fun side. Really?
Eric Groves is one of 6 men who remain at large after Friday's jailbreak. Authorities encourage anyone with information about their whereabouts to call Crime Stopper.
It's been 3 weeks since the Orleans Parish jailbreak.
So what's happening in the search for the last 2 inmates who are still on the run?
We are nearing the 3-week mark now since 10 inmates broke out of the Orleans jail. 2 are still on the run.
One of them, Antoine Massey, has since been seen on social media in a viral post. But as for Derek Groves, that is a different story. He appears to have vanished.
Derek Groves is in serious trouble. Well, you can't read that right. So small. But he is in serious trouble, y'all. Pray that he make it in alive. He is the most wanted out of all of them. Alright, so look, this whole thing started way before the cameras ever caught Derrick Rose, aka Woo, walking down Baron Street like a ghost in the wind. See, Derrick Rose wasn't just some regular street dude caught in the mix. Nah, his name
you know how I move, like y'all niggas can go ahead, I'm good.
Lit up the air and turned the family celebration into a war zone. Derrick Rose got fingered as one of the 2 gunmen whose street added out that day. According to the DA, him and his co-defendant came through with assault rifle, cleared the block.
Both of them niggas targets. Fuck that. He just a murderer though. That's all.
To survive.
Rose was convicted last October of killing Byron Jackson and Jamar Robinson on Mardi Gras Day.
That's why he said he like but he the most wanted for real because he a murderer. He got 2, but both of the ass together, nah. Y'all both, we ain't gonna count one better than the other one. Both of they motherfuckers, man. Fuck that. They doing good. For real. I ain't gonna lie to you. For them to get away like that, yo. It's a long ass time, 3 weeks though, boo.
They say those folks had a chilling effect, played heavy in court since they ain't have no hard evidence, screenshots and some shaky witness miles. Derrick Rose first got convicted in 2019, but the law flipped on him. Louisiana had to start doing unanimous verdict, so they tossed their first conviction out, ran it back for a second trial, but that one got tried too. I'm sure about slipping the news about the case. At this trial, pushed things into overtime, and tried a third time. Jurors couldn't agree, deadlocked like
cutting down some of these motherfuckers to see what you do, so I started learning how to edit.
Hit that boy up. 2 counts, second-degree murder, 2 counts of
second-degree I'm trying to start getting to work.
Rose was tried 3 separate times in the killings. One was overturned due to being convicted, being a non-unanimous jury.
I know, but it's like,
mistrial.
we can post, but boo, we gotta start going, please. We can't keep on going around here, walking around here. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I know you don't be wanting to get in the car and all that shit, but it's like, our content, we gonna have to start like, I told you, I'd be the camera, we can both be the camera person.
Burning daylight.
I told you that little thing for the microphone supposed to be, they said that shit was already out for delivery, so we probably maybe get it tomorrow.
Just months before he got convicted.
Like, shit, we gotta start going out. Start doing out picture, like showing some shit, like riding around like this is we used to live at. Dead and shit now, it's the like, Lord, so shit, you want to drive through, get out. Get a fuck this dead and shit, get out, walk around 2-3 blocks, something. Talking out shit, walk back to the car, ride somewhere else, get a couple clips.
That's when everything flipped upside down in 2025.
Yeah, like all that.
Real good, it's like 2 a.m. I went home with 2 kinds of food, wolves, and the
I don't know.
That's when
I don't remember.
alcohol, GC, whatnot, of the enemy.
I don't want to like start getting on your nerves now, but it's like you need to start going to work now.
Stab a feet at the wheel or worse. You're saying
do it like that. Start tomorrow after you get up or something. You know, we get our stuff together. We can put that together. You know what I'm saying? And then from there,
headlines started flooding. News anchor breathing hard.
I mean, you say you got some pictures or whatever, videos. We just chop those down, start putting them on our shit real fast. You gotta start uploading.
That boy dipped like he rehearsed it.
Daytime, midnight time, whenever time you want. Yeah, every time we go outside. Time we go somewhere. You say you want to do something every day, that's something we can do.
His reaction, I went to bookbyanyone.com, filled up 3 additional inmates.
We can go everywhere around this motherfucker. And start making our way.
Van Buren, Leo Tate, and Jermaine Donald were all
making our way here and there.
Wasn't on no social media cloud chasing shit. Didn't pop up in nobody's story. Dude moved like mist in the air. 3 days in, the only real trace they got was a blurry ass video from Wrong Street downtown. Derrick Rose walking like he owned the night. Calm, focus, no panic. Melanie Talia from the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation beat the footage and said he got a particular walk.
When you watch the video of him walking down Barone Street with Mr. Massey, you see that he has a very particular gait.
No lie, even in the shadows, he moved like he ain't never coming back. But that was it. That boy Wu ain't been seen since. He, while law enforcement tried to flip the public on dude, he a convicted killer with nothing to lose. That's what they saying all over the news network, trying to paint him like a cornered animal, like shooting him on sight, which is justified.
You know, he has nothing to lose. He's been convicted by a jury unanimously of murder. He's looking at the rest of his life in Angola. The folks was a thought
So why would he look back? I got a life.
Everybody. He King and Dennis.
Not dying in jail.
Was one of the ones they
Can't die in jail, yo. I'd rather die anywhere else but jail. He probably like, I'd rather run for the rest of my life to be behind bars, somebody telling me what the fuck to do. Even if I got here and there, rob something and get what I need for here and there, but it's like, he probably like, I'm gonna be sneaky with it. Like, it's
definitely had ulterior motives.
I ain't fucking with them.
Bitch on his own glove. They say Wu put the battery in his back, told him to run. Kimmy asked his son straight up. They didn't want for her shoes. Then they stepped up and told him, nah, Pops, I saw a chance and I took it. Somebody put me up to leave to talk.
Nobody be looking for you no more.
Yeah, he just can't get caught. Like, they gonna always be looking for him, but it's gonna be like so much shit come on to the day boy it's happening. So they ain't going, the focus can't keep on being on him. Long as he keep doing what he's doing, he good.
Those sure, you know what happened? He was like, no, that I seen opportunity.
That's his fault.
And I took it. Did nobody fuck me up to leave and like Bill Kenny Jacob.
No father even saying nobody.
No, that's not that nigga that was on the run that got pulled. And that was his cousin.
Hadn't even been in long enough to make a move like that. But when the truth hit, he just ran for it and did without bullets. Then it's not taking his move. No fight, no blood. Out of a prison.
Jacob thinks the primary reason for his son's jailbreak was due to conditions at the facility and his criminal past, when he carjacked a pizza delivery driver in Chalmette as a teen and served 5 years behind bars.
He take Ritalin, he take all kind of things for depression, ADHD. My son been suffering with that since he's been incarcerated since the age of 16.
Jacob says he's glad that his son was captured by police without any fuss.
He turned his word. If you keep running, it's going to make things worse. Come in with your people. Bring your lawyer. That's his cousin, after all. Him and Wu's mom grew up tight. Family ties deep. Even when things were wild, some bonds still matter.
Oh, that was his cousin.
That's going to make the situation worse. Come in with the right people, the family who you trust, get your lawyer. Well, Wu wasn't listening. Not yet. By the time it's been 21 days. He's on leave since the breakout. City buzzing. News vans parked outside.
Probably like, yo, I don't know what you about to do, yo, but I got life. I'm done, bro. Like, it's a difference.
And through all that noise, that boy Wu still missing. He ain't post no selfies. Ain't leave no trail. While Antoine Massey hopped on the ground. Meanwhile, that boy Wu kept it air tight. Thirst for life, his silence, and that's what scared him the most. Because when a man disappeared that clean, he got disciplined. That's when the whisper started. Word on the streets and from behind the badge was that Derek Wu Rose had people. Folks on the outside keeping him fed, housed, maybe even moving him around. Officials ain't have no leads, so they start pointing fingers in every direction. Even Wu's own family got caught up. His aunt, Jasmine Rose, went on WDSU. He said she want her nephew to turn himself in. They keep praying they don't use deadly force when they finally do catch up to him. You could see it all in her face. Fear, hope, heartbreak. That was blood talk.
Just think about how long the OPP have to do if you have more than 12 months with him and Wu.
Rose called on her nephew to turn himself in, out of a priority for his safety.
So in my mind, I just feel, and I'm praying to the Lord, he has him covered and protected, and I pray that they don't try to kill him.
Jasmine told the news her family ain't know what Derek was at since the escape has been nothing but a nightmare. Days dragging by. Every phone call feel like it could be that call. Then she dropped a bomb. A law enforcement took Wu's mom from her house against her will. Officers pulled up hard, snatched her up, questioned her like she was hiding her son. They ain't arrest her though. They just leaned on her, trying to shake the tree. See what fall out. It was down bad for that shit. U.S. Marshals confirmed they did hit the mom's house, but they ain't say much else. Whole thing smelled like pressure tactics. Apply heat to folks he loved, folks he cracked. And through all that, the internet wasn't clowning. This time, folks was actually showing sympathy. Some even posted about Wu's grandmother. Said she died at the hands of a crooked cop back in the day. That crooked cop and Davis. People bringing that up like it was a reason to understand why he don't trust the system. Why he keep moving in silence. Law enforcement ain't feel none of that. They still pushing the idea that Wu was violent, dangerous, got nothing to lose, trying to frame him like a walking time bomb. Who fears they just mad they can't find him. And the only reason
was still in jail to begin with. Delays. If the court would have sentenced him after his October 24th conviction, like they were supposed to, he would have already been in Angola, locked down tight. But the lawyer got hit with a suspension. The judge dipped out, recused herself. The Wu just sat, waiting in place with broken doors, flying cameras, and sleepy guards. He gave him time. Took it. Are we three? The streets talking like it's folklore. You heard Wu still out? Ain't no way that boy in the city. He probably wearing a beard. Got dyed hair. Sitting next to you on the bus, and you wouldn't even know. That's how cold this game is played. Even officials had to admit it. One of them said his face is everywhere. Maybe he got facial hair now. Maybe he changed his hair color. He tall. He can't hide that.
I fucks with him. He ain't doing nothing wrong, y'all. He doing them. Chilling. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all finish politic and watching them TV how he is. I'm about to get in the bed and chill. Game go off, I'll cut it back on.
But the one thing he can't
Y'all
take
know what time it is. I'm gonna start getting everything.
Boy, we got them people guessing now. Just tossing out babies like dogs at a board. The facts, they don't got nothing. They said he like this still in Louisiana. With all them safe houses, backwoods, and folks that don't talk to cops, ain't nobody sure of nothing. And while all this playing out, the other escapees that got caught, they start settling up in Angola. Cold metal beds, really wild fences, the real deal. Family members finally hearing from them again, but only behind glass, up the phone. One by one, they pulled back into the system. The boom, that boy still out here. Now here's where the system shows his face. After he escaped, prosecutors and even witnesses in that 2018 Mardi Gras double murder case, they banned his crew. A town, a caution, they said. Behind the scenes, it looked like they expected blood, like they thought Wu was going to circle back. So some schools, it was almost like they wanted the public to expect violence. So if he ever did recall and they let off rounds, they could say it was self-defense, setting the stage for a headline instead of a trial. And this ain't just about a jailbreak. It's about what happened to the man in the real fight listening to charges across those different trials.
Calm down, shorty. I said calm down. I said calm down. That's all I said.
Never say nothing when you talk about it.
There you go.
Pat my thing.
What a lot of folks thought about would never did. Slipped through the cracks, disappeared to the plant. Ain't no problem, ain't no lies. Just one little walk down the wrong, then nothing. And now, the streets watching, officials grasping, family praying, his name ringing. 21 days deep, and still not a whisper louder than the silence he left behind. The system say he a monster, his people say he a man pushed too far. And the truth is out there somewhere, still walking.
Yeah, you put it in the woman. Okay? Easy the booze.
Chat, connect, and play games with people across the globe. Download Tango now and join the fun.
Join Tango.
If you want to improve your smile, you have to look at
Tango.
this picture and this picture.
Huh?
I want to tell you that.
That's not what I was doing.
Get the lighter.
Tonight, the new tornado threat rushing in as we come on the air. Funnel clouds forming on the horizon. Storms setting off tornado sirens in St. Louis and the deadly flash flooding in Dallas. A rescue attempt turning dangerous when a first responders boat flipped over. Plus, the code red air quality alert as wildfires make air unhealthy to breathe.
They still doing wildfires again?
Standing by, tracking this dangerous situation tonight. Elon Musk demanding Congress kill the bill. The president caught off guard. What's behind the sudden break? Is it because a tax break for electric vehicles was killed from that big, beautiful spending bill? First, the surprise drone strike, then the House Days phone call. President Trump saying Putin's warning he will respond to Ukraine, likely collapsing peace talks. The takedown at JFK, a suspect arrested for allegedly helping in the bombing of that Palm Springs fertility clinic. His fringe belief that federal officials say may have connected him to the bomber. This just in, the raid to take down two men who tried robbing a military base. Investigators say they found a cache of weapons, including a machine gun, silencers, plus Nazi and other white supremacist paraphernalia. The suspects themselves. So what were they up to? A major vacation alert tonight as summer ramps up. The record-breaking seaweed threat coming to a beach near you. And midnight madness over Switch 2. Why these guys waited in line for weeks, intense, to be the first to get one. Nightly news starts right now.
I need to see that. What's going on?
News with Tom Yamas. Good evening. Tonight as we come on the air, a second night in a row of severe weather hitting the Midwest. Take a look at this, a funnel cloud captured on camera just outside of St. Louis. Shoppers nearby taking shelter inside of a Trader Joe's, and sirens going off tonight after a deadly tornado just a few weeks ago devastated parts of St. Louis after the sirens weren't activated. The region also facing flash flood warnings, plus the code red tonight, air quality alerts due to those raging Canadian wildfires. Al Roker is tracking it all, but first, Shaquille Brewster reports tonight from Missouri on those dangerous storms. Tonight, another round of severe weather and at least one funnel cloud captured on camera threatening the Midwest.
A new tornado warning just issued.
Flash flood warnings and tornado sirens blaring in and around St. Louis. Grocery shoppers sheltering in place and trees toppled over less than 3 weeks after an EF3 tornado ripped through the city. Killing 5 people after the sirens weren't activated. St. Louis police tonight warning structures damaged in that storm are not safe to seek shelter in. The new threat coming after a deadly night of storms further south. Dallas fire teams say a rescue boat flipped, throwing first responders into fast-moving waters as they tried to save a driver overnight.
Thankfully, even though they got swept downstream, they were able to make it to safe refuge.
After waiting for the water levels to recede, those responders found one man dead inside a vehicle. The flooding was part of a system that brought torrential downpours and 2 tornadoes to the Kansas City area yesterday. The National Weather Service assessing the trail of fallen trees in towns like Independence, Missouri.
I can say with confidence that we have at least one tornado damage back here through Independence.
How serious is the tornado?
It's at least a low Indian 100.
This new video shows the funnel cloud approaching an engineering building that a tree hit as J.C. Mason was working inside.
It was crazy. When we heard that crash, it was big. It shook the building a little bit.
And tonight, hazy skies from Wisconsin and Michigan to New York City as smoke from more than 100 out-of-control Canadian wildfires billows into the U.S., resulting in a code red air quality alert for swaths of the northern Midwest. And Shaq joins us now live from Independence, Missouri. Shaq, talk to us about some of that damage there just behind you.
Yeah, Tom, you see behind me the road completely closed off, a tree falling and bringing down with it a power line. We'll see scenes like this on homes, on top of businesses in the area. But tonight, neighbors telling me they are grateful that there are no serious injuries or loss of life here in Missouri. Tom?
All right, Shaq Brewster leading us off tonight. Let's get right to Al Roker, who's live in studio tonight. And Al, it's not over yet, right?
Absolutely not, Tom. In fact, we've got heavy rain, heavy thunderstorms across St. Louis into Illinois. Flooding is probably going to be a big problem there. You can also see heavy showers and thunderstorms with a storm system that's developing along the southeastern Atlantic coast. A risk for 6 million people tomorrow. From Wichita, Oklahoma City, down to Midland, Texas. A few tornadoes possible. Upwards of 3 to 4 inches along the southeastern coast. 3 to 5 in the mid-plains. Plus, we've got the wildfire smoke. Tomorrow, we're looking at unhealthy air in the Midwest and in the Northeast due to ozone. And we've also got record-setting temperatures. Most likely, Tom, summer comes slamming in. The temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s from New York up into Syracuse.
A busy start to the summer. All right, Al, we thank you for that. Now to the growing rift between Elon Musk and President Trump. Musk ripping into what the president calls his big, beautiful bill over the amount of spending in it. Musk now demanding lawmakers, quote, kill the bill. Here's Gabe Gutierrez.
Tonight, just days after this soaring send-off from the Oval Office,
I expect to remain a friend and an advisor.
Elon Musk is threatening to blow up President Trump's signature legislation, his big, beautiful bill. The tech titan and top Trump ally now posting, call your senator, call your congressman, kill the bill.
He's frustrated. I think he believes, in my judgment correctly, that we're quickly becoming debt slaves.
Musk opening a rift among Republicans, urging any lawmaker who supports the bill to be fired. The House Speaker stunned.
We were texting one another, happy text, Monday,
24 hours later, he does a 180 and it comes out and opposed the bill. And it surprised me, frankly.
The bill would extend Trump's 2017 tax cuts, eliminate taxes on tips and overtime, and spend billions on border security. Plus, it imposes new work requirements to get Medicaid.
I'm not happy about certain aspects of it, but I'm thrilled by other aspects of it. Tremendous amounts of benefit are going to the middle-income people of our country.
But Musk